a whole bunch of laughs.
Here, take my blueberries back to the stage.
Some seriously unexpected wins for the stars.
I don't normally get these things.
I truly have no words because I don't ever win anything.
And even tears, with a few hiccups during speeches. The 2025 Gotham TV Awards had it all, and we're here to spill all the juicy details.
Thank you so much.
You know, it wasn't your usual awards show. There were no screaming fans outside, no showy gowns dominating the spotlight, and absolutely no sense of rivalry. The 2025 Gotham TV Awards felt more like a private party than a red carpet spectacle. More like a heartfelt gathering of creative minds who genuinely admire each other's work.
Dream anyway, shine anyway.
Held inside the elegant Cipriani Wall Street in New York City, the Gothams continued to carve out their niche as the industry's most authentic celebration of small-screen storytelling. That spirit was captured perfectly by Poorna Jagannathan, who took home the first award for Outstanding Performance in a comedy series for her work in Deli Boys. She lifted the weighty trophy, saying,
New York City's opinion is the only one I care about. Thank you.
After this, Broadway's Orville James Scoley and Netflix's No Good Deed star, Matt Rogers, presented two of the night's honors. The pair, clearly trying to play it straight, couldn't resist injecting humor. First, when it came time to announce Outstanding Lead Performance in a comedy series.
Did you come here solo or like?
Oh no, my boyfriend is actually nominated in this category.
Hi Julio, where are you? My boyfriend is also in this category. Hey Benito!
In the end, it was Julio Torres who won for his surreal Max series Phantasmas. In his speech, the star, still wearing lipstick kisses on his face, admitted, "The waiting for the names is horrible," and then added,
Thank you to the big money that made the show.
Later, Scoley and Rogers rolled into the Breakthrough Comedy Series presentation, where the studio claimed the win, an Apple TV Plus satire created by and starring Seth Rogen. The Breakthrough Nonfiction Series award went to Social Studies, which had already picked up an Emmy and was warmly welcomed by the room. Outstanding Performance in an Original Film went to Aaron Pierre for Rebel Ridge. Though he couldn't attend, his close friend accepted the award on his behalf. Diego Luna, himself a nominee, presented Outstanding Original Film, Broadcast or Streaming, which went to Pee-wee as himself, directed by Matt Wolf. Severance's Britt Lower and The Pit's Sean Hattasey presented the Outstanding Supporting Performance in a Drama Series. Here, the best was Ben Whishaw for Black Doves, but he too wasn't there to accept. The ceremony kept its tender rhythm as Carrie Coon, representing both The Gilded Age and The White Lotus, announced the winner in the Outstanding Lead Performance in a Drama Series. But before she even named the nominees, she launched into an impromptu story about her white dress.
My publicist saw me wearing white and she had a heart attack, and I literally have, I think lipstick on my dress or blood from my steak. I don't know. But anyway, it all kind of turned out the way we expected, so that's great.
Then came the big reveal, Kathy Bates, for her commanding role in Matlock. The actress's name was met with a warm wave of applause. Though she wasn't present, the intrigue dialed up as a mystery guest stepped up to accept on her behalf. No introduction, no explanation, just a few words read from the paper. The Breakthrough Drama Series Award was presented by Black Panther, Wakanda Forever stars, Dominique Thorne, and Baby Girl, Esther McGregor. As expected, the award went to The Pit, created by R. Scott Gemmell.
I was nervous about tonight until our server was ladling gravy over my wife and I, and then I realized what true anxiety is, so now I don't feel nervous at all. How about a hand for our courageous servers this evening?
The show has been a standout all year, and this win felt like a well-deserved nod to its gripping story and powerful performances. The Outstanding Supporting Performance in a Limited Series took an unexpected turn when the jury decided to honor two actors at once. Jenny Slate won for her role in Dying for Sex, and she took the moment to give heartfelt thanks, especially to her husband, who she credited for being her rock throughout the process. Sharing the spotlight was Owen Cooper from Adolescence, who's being called one of the biggest rising stars of the year.
I just want to thank everyone that was part of the Adolescence cast and crew, everyone that was there, and who else? My parents for creating me.
Later on, Stephen Graham, Owen's on-screen dad, took home the award for Outstanding Lead Performance in a limited series.
My wife, Hannah, thank you for being my rock, for saving my life. She knows what I mean. My kids, my dad, my mom, all the people that ever believed in me, and all the people that said I should dream high and maybe it could be achieved.
Notably, Netflix's hit led the nominations in 4 categories. This 4-episode series about a teenage boy accused of murder quickly became a must-watch phenomenon right after its release. And to wrap it all up with a bang, Adolescents received the main award of the night, Breakthrough Limited Series.
I love Stephen Graham. He is a beautiful man. This is the 6th thing we've worked on together. And every time he surprised me with his humanity and his care and his courage.
The Gotham Awards also made time for some big emotional tributes, and one of the most unforgettable came from Squid Game star Lee Jung-jae. He honored the show's director, Hwang Dong-hyuk, with a special creator tribute. The 456th player reminded the crowd just how massive Squid Game became, with 265.2 million views, and how it all started with one man's idea. Then Hwang came up and gave a speech that hit everyone in the feels. He started by thanking all the people who once said no to his show, adding that without those rejections, he wouldn't have kept pushing to make it happen. He gave a shout out to Netflix, his team, and especially his producer, who helped bring his story to life.
He's the one who always pushed me to go further when I needed it. So thank you, Jian. Thank you for doing it.
But the most touching part? He ended his speech by dedicating the award to his mom.
Without her love, support, and dedication, I wouldn't be here tonight for sure. So.
The second creator tribute was presented by the cast of The 12, honoring Amy Sherman-Palladino and Daniel Palladino, the power duo behind the marvelous Mrs. Maisel.
And when I say this, when you're in their hands, you're in the best hands. They don't just lead, they empower. With them, you're not only set up to succeed, you're given every opportunity to truly flourish. And that's not just rare, it's, I hate to say it, marvelous.
With her trademark wit, Amy opened her thank you with a line only she could deliver.
And I hope you all enjoyed your food. If not, it'll be served at the next function.
And then she had a big question for her husband.
If I can retire, I'm done. I'm exhausted.
No. No, because we love what we do. We have persistence, and we have gambling debts.
Yep.
And we need to keep working.
Then came one of the most emotional moments of the evening. The Handmaid's Tale cast received the TV Ensemble tribute, presented by their executive producer, Warren Littlefield.
Season 1 was written during the Obama years, prior to the 2016 election, and work on Season 6 began before the 2024 election. Though Margaret Atwood famously said, "When I wrote The Handmaid's Tale, nothing went into it that had not happened in real life somewhere at some time."
Elizabeth Moss, the main star of the show, spoke about the powerful impact it has had. She also gave a sincere shout-out to her co-stars, saying they made me a better actor and a better human.
Everything that truly matters to me about what we do, I have learned from all of you over the last 9 years.
Moss' words almost got overshadowed when her microphone had a slight malfunction. But honestly, that just made the moment feel even more real and down to earth. Brian Tyree Henry accepted the television performer tribute, introduced by his dope thief on-screen mother, Kate Mulgrew.
Watching him, there is a continual jumping off from a very high place into deep, uncharted waters. And Brian leaps into that abyss with joy.
Brian himself spoke about growth, roles that matter, and said he hadn't won anything before this day. So naturally, he took his time, no rush whatsoever, and in true actor's style, his words were packed with jokes.
I want to apologize to the sign interpreter right now because I'm going to say a lot of things that I just want to see you sign, like pussy bow, skims, and circumcision.
The television Visionary tribute was presented by Scott Turow, the author of Presumed Innocent. He introduced his colleague, David E. Kelley, a legendary writer and producer known for iconic shows like Ally McBeal, Big Little Lies, and The Practice. Kelley took a moment to reflect on how his career began, from writing legal dramas in small rooms to creating stories that reach millions around the world. In his speech, David was truly inspiring. He talked about how creators aren't just storytellers, but leaders who can give hope and spark change.
Not everybody gets that chance, and fewer people take it. Thank you so much for this award. Looking back, I hope to have earned it, and going forward, I will try to live up to it. Thank you.
The TV Legend tribute was one of the night's biggest emotional moments, with White Lotus stars Leslie Bibb and Sam Rockwell honoring none other than Parker Posey.
She's so unique. There really is no one quite like Parker Posey.
The actors' playful chemistry and funny stories about how they met their co-star had the audience hooked and got one of the best reactions of the evening.
Well, the first time I met her was in Thailand. She was sitting on a chaise in front of her villa, and she was trying to give me natural herbs to help me go to the bathroom.
And were you able to go?
Actually, we both did. Thanks, Parker P.
At one point, Posey brought out a plate of blueberries and jokingly asked Leslie to carry them off stage. She also thanked Mike White, the creator of the White Lotus, for believing in middle-aged women. Parker closed with a powerful call to action.
I said I was going to make this short. Oh, no, I didn't say that. So I am. I'm making this short and sweet. Let's keep the arts alive. Let's turn this business into entertainment.
It was a perfect mix of humor, warmth, and inspiration, exactly what the night was all about. Finally, Sheryl Lee Ralph was honored with the Sidney Poitier Icon Tribute, and she couldn't hold back her tears.
You're looking at Betty White Black.
She delivered a deeply emotional speech, offering heartfelt thanks to Sir Sidney Poitier, who gave her her first big-screen role in the 1977 film A Piece of the Action.
Mr. Poitier gave me a mirror of what greatness looked like. He gave me the blueprint, and he gave me permission to rise anyway.
And in true Sheryl Lee Ralph fashion, she closed out her moment with a song, turning the tribute into one of the most soul-stirring highlights of the night.
It isn't easy, but I'll try. Thank you, Mr. Poitier. I hope I made you proud.
Now we want to hear from you. Did your favorites take home the trophy? And which winner had you laughing, crying, or both? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more stories you won't want to miss.